Purple power. It's one of those things that sometimes we see something so obvious in front of us and we have to refocus, because if we don't, we forget that that thing is there and that we absolutely have to address it. That item tonight is hashtag MSC, multiple stimulus checks. This is the first and only channel that's going to be saying this to you, and tonight the Purple Power family needs to rise up. Needs to rise up and push everywhere we can push, whether it's Senator Harris, whether it is the Biden group, whether it's Donald Trump, whether it's Steve Mnuchin, whether it's Nancy Pelosi. That millions of Americans deserve, are owed, or should get and demand multiple stimulus checks right now. Because ultimately, the negotiations have gone on too long. And during that time, a lot of people who don't need stimulus before us are trying to jump in front of us while we haven't gotten a penny. Tonight, Purple Power is realigning and focusing and refocusing as the push to get MSCs is underway. This is Purple Power. Hey, good evening, everybody. And a night in which there's so much exciting news across the board, and I'm really excited for you. It's great news, and it's a Friday night. And usually you would start the weekend all relaxed, but tonight you got to get fired up because this is exciting stuff. Go to the front of the channel, subscribe. Subscribe because we really do things correctly as a family, and tonight we're really doing it correctly. Also, like this video. You know, in the last few weeks, we've seen the power of purple. We've seen the power of Purple Power, which I created for this channel. And I thought to myself, wait a second, the most obvious thing that Purple Power has not dealt with needs to be dealt with tonight. So tonight, if you didn't watch the video right before it, please watch it on Evenings LALATE. I am calling for Purple Power to launch a campaign for hashtag MSCs. Multiple stimulus checks. Multiple stimulus checks. You know, it's very obvious where we are tonight. It's not obvious where we will be in the next couple of weeks. It's not quite clear what's going to happen after Election Day. But it is possible, and I've been detailing it for over a week, it is possible that Biden and Harris could win, could be sworn in January. The Senate could go Democratic, and you may not see your stimulus package until March of next year. So as we sit here tonight, if we are in October looking to March and saying, oh, so you're going to give me a $1,200 check in March, and I haven't gotten Zippo since the year before, and I'm totally happy with that? No, of course not. And so tonight, there's a refocus. And this is the refocus, a call for multiple stimulus checks. Let me explain to you how many stimulus checks you're owed, and let me explain to you how many stimulus checks you should be getting going forward from today's date, and let me explain to you why people need to be held accountable for multiple stimulus checks. First, when the first stimulus package was written, in March, it originally called for multiple stimulus checks because at the time, the authors, politicians, understood that there was going to be at least 3 months of lockdown. There was going to be a lockdown in March, April, and May. So, hey, you know, people are going to be in lockdown. They can't go to work. They can't make money. They have no money or food. They need 3 months of stimulus checks. When they went to write the bill, someone, and I don't know who because it predates this channel, went in there and in a very bad move, took out that multiple provision and left it with one stimulus check and said, you know what, we'll get to the other ones later. Well, they didn't. They didn't. And so you were on lockdown for March, April, and May, and you either got no check or one check. You got no check if you're an adult dependent, like a veteran who served this entire lifetime to your country, but you're dependent on your son's tax return, so you got Zippo, which is totally unfair. Or you're a senior citizen who is dependent on your son's tax return, you got Zippo as well. Totally unfair. But everyone was entitled to a check for March, April, and May. 3 checks. At most, you got 1. Okay, so then when they started working on the next stimulus package, which was for PPP, it's not this one. Did they do it? No. They gave big money to big businesses. Okay, there was another stimulus package right after that. More PPP. Did they do a stimulus check then? No. Finally came this package, what is now called the second stimulus package, even though it's really the fifth. The second stimulus package. And in there was one $1,200 check from Nancy Pelosi. Well, when we saw it in July, and I started recording in July, none of us were happy for one stimulus check. We talked about the calls for multiple stimulus checks. And less than a month earlier, Senator Harris, now the VP nominee, was all across this country on broadcast news talking about a bill that she and Senator Sanders and Ed Markey, Bernie Sanders, of course, introduced, called the Monthly Economic Crisis Support Act. It was the following: a $2,000 check every month for 6 months, at least 6 months, until the pandemic goes down or goes away or unemployment improves. Well, guess what? That was, let's say, I think I have it right in front of me. It was May. It was May. It was supposed to start in May. So May, June, July, August, September, October. Oh, hey, we're right here right now. Well, guess what? 6 months has passed since Senator Harris introduced the bill. It was introduced, the Senate, Democrats. And 6 months have passed. Pandemic has not gone away. Unemployment is actually worse. So you would have been entitled by now to $12,000. $12,000 per person in your bank account. Imagine how normal our economy would have been if every household will have received that $12,000. Now, let me explain. It's not for rich people. It's only for people in need at a certain economic level or lower. For the lower part of the hardest working Americans that make the least amount of money, they would have had that money. They would not be thrown on the street. They would not be homeless. They would not be destitute. They would not be hungry. Imagine how much normal our economy would be with that. Well, that bill was introduced, and of course the Temple of Doom didn't want it. Other Democrats didn't do anything about it. But Senator Harris appeared all across broadcast news talking about how important it was. In fact, she specifically said that $1,200 doesn't cut it for 1 month during this pandemic. Together with Bernie Sanders and Ed Markey, I'm proposing that we have not just that one $1,200 check. She goes on to say that $1,200 is just not sufficient. One-time $1,200 check is not enough, she says. Imagine saying that in May, that one $1,200 check is not enough. And tonight there's a possibility that Biden and Harris win, that they get sworn in January. No stimulus relief is passed until then. The stimulus package is approved in March. And it's one stimulus darn check for $1,200 to cover you from April 2020 to March 2021 of $1,200 under an administration where the VP previously said you can't survive for 1 month on $1,200, but you're now supposed to survive for 1 year on $1,200? I think Senator Harris is probably very pissed, like I am. I don't think she likes Nancy Pelosi's idea of saying, let's give a bailout to states and let's give more money to governors, but let's leave Americans with one stimulus check for an entire 12 months. I don't think she's happy with that. It doesn't seem like her style. So the important thing to understand tonight is not her style, but what's happening. What's happening is that in the report that I detailed right before this one, now senators, Republicans and Democrats, House representatives, Democrats and Republicans are saying, hey, you know what? You have no deal. You're just negotiating. So we're going to start throwing everything on the table and we're going to start demanding the world. And we're going to start demanding stuff. And so one person, DeFazio, Democrat out of Oregon, said, you know what, we need multiple stimulus checks. What is going on? I represent senior citizens and they can't survive on one stimulus check now. He's talking about now in October. He's not even talking about next year. He's talking about now. He says, we need multiple stimulus checks. I'm going to go talk to Pelosi about multiple stimulus checks. Yeah. So this movement tonight, Purple Power, is multiple stimulus checks, MSCs. $2,000 every month for at least 6 months until the pandemic improves or until unemployment goes down. Let me explain what that means. It means that you would get at least 6 months of $2,000 per person, and that once unemployment sinks or the pandemic's gone, then the checks will stop. But until both of those things don't happen, the checks will continue to come. Everyone's asking for more money. Airlines are asking for $20 billion. They jumped into the stimulus package in the last 2 weeks. They weren't there before. Oh, the cows. And then there's travel and leisure. Travel and leisure. The hotels, they got $20 billion. They jumped into Mnuchin's plan. They weren't in there before. Everyone keeps on asking for stuff. Why is no one asking for our stuff? Tonight we are. Tonight, that's the voice of this channel. Tonight, that's the voice of this channel and its creation of Purple Power. In creating Purple Power, I tried to give you a voice. And tonight, I'm trying to use that voice with a megaphone. The megaphone of this channel tonight is you're entitled to MSCs. And that it doesn't really matter if Trump wins or Biden wins. What matters is that when that stimulus package, the next one, is signed, it should not, categorically not, have one measly $1,200 stimulus check for what you've had to endure from April to the date at which it's signed. That doesn't cut it. It's a bunch of junk. And you know it. The single most universal comment that this channel has gotten every single day since its first day of recording is that what the hell is a $1,200 single check? We've been going on this for months. What the hell is $1,200? That doesn't even pay for my gas bill. What is $1,200? As Senator Harris said, that doesn't cut it. Throughout the crisis of this pandemic, we need to give people $2,000 a month as reoccurring payments, but people below a certain income level to help them and sustain them through the month of crisis, so at the end of the day, they get back on their feet instead of having to fall deeper and deeper into the crevices of this crisis. With that, go to the Finance Channel, subscribe, because together we're going to get this done. We're going to get this done. Let me answer some incredible questions before I get the video. Sorry. You had some incredible questions, so I'm sorry to cut you off there. Brenda Love. If Trump goes higher, we should get $2,000 now and every month for the next 6 months. Oh, there you go. See, it's a common... Yeah, it's not hard to say this. Crystal, people can't afford the hospital bills. James, both the Democratic and Republican parties need to go away. Diana, it's not only fair, but hold up our stimulus check for a vote. Gerardo Rivera, it feels like we're living in a third world country. Rhonda, if the Democrats want to wake up and realize she's causing so much troubles. Ellen, think about the Americans who don't get these things. Paul, Bonnie, American needs $2,000 every month. I guess she said it again, Bonnie. The president's stalling. Scorpio King, we need a petition to get our pay. Louise, I'm an independent. I vote for who is best. Oh, here's someone else. Ezra Barda, we need $2,000 plus $5,000 as much as we've been playing for all these months. Will S., if Mitch has any loyalty to the GOP, he would follow President Trump's lead. If Nancy's trying to get the re-election, we vote for who's president, not her. Very well said. If you have questions to today's video, drop them in the comments below. With that, go to the Finance Channel, subscribe. Let's get to 300,000 subscribers. Hashtag MSC. Also like this video. Coming up tomorrow morning at 3 a.m. Pacific Standard Time is Mornings LALATE. As early mornings LALATE. As always, stay informed, stay smiling, and stay LA for more.